Hey guys, Joseph from BlackboxMyCar. Welcome to episode 3 of our Q&A questions. This is where we scour all our channels, find our favorite questions, compile them all together, and we answer them for you here in this video. Let's get started. This question comes from Sam Familiar from Reddit. Hi BlackboxMyCar, can I have the A229 Pro hardwired and just don't use the parking mode? If so, what's the best way? That you can, Sam. So he's talking about the Viofo A229 Pro. But I mean, this generally is the same case for any parking mode dash cam as well. So with the Viofo A229 Pro, yes, you can definitely hardwire it. I don't know why you wouldn't want to use parking mode because it's one of those core features that a dash cam offers, especially if it's able to record 24/7 when you're away from your car. Why wouldn't you want to use parking mode? Anyways, you can definitely turn off parking mode on the Viofo. Viofo actually makes it super easy. All you gotta do is hold the hamburger icon that's on the device itself. You hold it for a couple of more seconds and it'll turn off parking mode so you don't have to use it in your dash cam. This next question comes from Reddit again, from user Lost and Confuffled. Hi, I have no idea why there's a need for locked files and they took up most of my 200 gigs. How do I get rid of them? Deleting them does not work and they just appear again. This user is using a dash cam that we don't carry called the Paname BT37. We can't tell you much about this model because, to be honest, we don't sell it on our website and I haven't checked it out myself. As part of your regular dash cam maintenance, you should definitely check your SD card every 3 to 6 months for 2 very important reasons. The first reason, you just want to make sure that your SD card is continuing to record after all this time. A lot of times with SD cards, loop recording, that important feature, basically what that means is your dash cam is constantly overriding older files and it's constantly recording anytime you're driving on the road. So you want to make sure that because your SD card is constantly being overwritten over and over again, that it's continuing to function as normal. Second reason, similar to what this user is facing, you want to go into your locked event file folder and clean it out because those are the files that don't get overwritten by loop recording. So you clean it out, you make sure that there's enough space in your SD card to continue protecting you time and time again. This next question comes from YouTube, from Brett TV 1079. Comes from our YouTube video from literally 10 years ago, how to install a dash cam on a Porsche Macan S, who says, the horn fuse is not constant power in my 2016 Macan. The B12 fuse, which I believe is electric parking brake. This creator barely shows what he's doing and misspeaks the most part, which is the wire color. It's red for constant, not yellow. Come on, dude, you have one job with this video. Hope it helps for those of you trying to install like I did. Well, for one, the video is 10 years old. I'm sorry, but we've had newer, way more up-to-date installation videos since then. Again, this video is 10 years old, so we do sincerely apologize if our information was not entirely accurate way back when, but they are way better now. So definitely do check out our more recent videos if you're looking to install into your Porsche Macan. Or reach out to us directly if you have any questions about your specific make and model, because we're always here to help. We always want to make sure that our information is accurate and we're always learning to do better here at BlackboxMyCar. This next user comes from YouTube at Gomisons from our Thinkware F70 Full HD Wi-Fi dashcam in-depth review. Is it supposed to get very hot? Probably not. Well, a couple of reasons why it gets very hot. One is if you live in a very hot climate, it gets extra hot inside your car. So you want to make sure that you either park in the shade or you want to make sure that you protect your dash cam from excessive heat because your dash cam could definitely overheat. If it's excessively hot, you should probably get that checked out. And you can feel free to reach out to our team and we're happy to help you, give you a couple of pointers to make sure that your dash cam doesn't overheat. But one thing I can think of off the top of my head, especially during the summertime, whenever possible, if you're parking your car, make sure you don't park it under direct sunlight. If the sun is blasting heat directly onto your dash cam while it's continuously recording, and we know inside your car it's gonna get extra hot, it could definitely affect your dash cam capabilities and reliability as well. So that's just one small tip we can provide you to help you protect your dash cam. Next from YouTube is at Say It Ain't Sean. Nice, I like that. Thank you for not being an AI generated video from our official best dash cams of 2024 guide. Thank you for that, Sean. Next question from YouTube from @BurstFireNo1617 from our "We use the driver smartphone app as a dash cam," who said, "I don't know you guys, but I will never ever subscribe for anything monthly payment. So stupid and effed way of milking people." Agreed. Get a dash cam, pay it one time and use it forever. This next question comes from, again, YouTube, from @Creomichio. Really pull out the Chinese accent there. Who says 1440p with a whole bunch of asterisks. So I guess the argument here is that he's saying 1440p is not technically 2K. Technically, I guess you could say this user is correct, is that in that 1440p is not technically true 2K, it's QHD. That said, industry terms wise, 1440p is often referred to as 2K because the term 2K is officially used by DCI, Digital Cinema Initiatives, to describe a resolution of 2048 by 1080p. If you take the horizontal resolution of 2048p, it's quite close to 2000 pixels, which is why we often unofficially refer to it as 2K. So at the end of the day, yeah, technically 1440p is not 2K, but video quality wise, they are very similar. But this guy, he builds computers, so he definitely knows what he's talking about. So from a technical standpoint, he's definitely correct. But from an industry standpoint, it's fine. Let's not fight about it. Let's move forward. So that brings us to a close to our episode 3 of our Q&A video. If you guys have more questions, drop them in the comments below and we'll pick our favorite ones and answer them in our next Q&A video. Make sure you hit subscribe to stay up to date on everything dash cams, and we'll see you in the next one.